You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Of course you can handle the truth. And welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. 0 dark 30. We've blasted out of the bunker. The sun, nowhere near being anywhere that I'm going to see it. He's not for a while. Anyways, it has been one heck of a holiday weekend. I hope you had a great Easter. I did an abbreviated Sunday Night Zoo, which was quite revealing. Lots of stuff going on, folks. And I woke up this morning asking myself, just how low can things get? How low can they go? Well, there seems to be no end to these low lives in the leftist party. Let's just kind of cover a couple of things as we wake up and get ready for the week. Right? Post-Easter, holidays over, time to get back to work, America. You got a lot of taxes to pay. Well, let's just take a quick look back. President Biden, has been attacking America from opening the southern border. And you're all well aware of what's going on there. They're catching child rapist after child kidnapper, after child murderer, after child molester. Well, not to mention regular rapists, drug dealers, criminals, gangsters. Ooh, foreign agents, foreigners, Russians, Chinese, you name it. Oh, terrorists as well. Yeah, they literally just caught a guy coming back across the border who was a child rapist. And luckily they stopped him. I'm actually surprised they stopped him. Well, the whole border is a Biden mess up. That's pretty damn low. He hates America, folks. They literally hate our country. They hate our property rights. They hate everything about us. They've been convinced America is not a place that's, permanent, that it can be changed or manipulated, changed, destroyed. In any event, let's look at some more of how low these people can be, right? Because of what they're doing. Just the entire mess, folks. I just have to say that it's discouraging, but in a lot of ways, this is what happens when you protect the ignorant, the weak, the unwilling, the stupid, and you allow them to grow, live, and reproduce. And then they just make more like them and lots of them. Okay, anyways. Wow. It is, how low can they take us? How low can they go with everything? The Biden administration wants to take Easter and turn it on its head. Happy Easter, everyone. And by the way, here's a 5-minute speech on being trans. It just seems to be the way of anyone trying to divide this country. What they need to do is they need to make sure everybody looks to the lowest common denominator as heroes. That's pretty low. That's pretty weak. Kamala Harris wants to make Easter and Easter weekend about abortion. Everything is awful, folks. How low can they go? Literally, how much lower can they go? To me, it's no wonder that we're where we're at. But the thing is, it was done right in front of us, all of us. While we were trying to be nice and forgiving and tolerant. Remember that? They called for tolerance. We got to be tolerant. Here we are. We're facing the consequences of tolerance. You got to play nice. It's not nice to call them names. Not nice to point out who they are. Well, it actually is. Now, when it comes to them not liking us, they do not pull back any punches. From news broadcasters, just throwing an absolute fit about Trump. We're not going to do this again, right? Throwing their news reports, anything about Trump that's positive or that they don't like, they're becoming very frustrated about that. Very frustrated. And even the news media, folks, they want to ask questions other than what flavor ice cream do you like? And they're getting mad because, well, Biden will talk to celebrities and anyone that doesn't have a real question for the news media. It's almost like the media is figuring it out, but they don't want to admit how stupid and wrong they are. It's how low can we go? Well, they're calling P. Diddy, and they're allowing each other, right? They're lying to themselves and lying to each other, the leftists. Calling P. Diddy like he is just a stellar human being. He founded or co-founded or helped found Death Row Records. Okay, that's not a good thing. It's a record label, I get it, but Death Row Records, it's promoting the idea that being on death row is cool, which requires typically, a couple, several very serious murders, intentional, combine that with theft and, grand theft. That is not who any community should look up, especially a community that's been run into the ground by Democrats with their race baiting and everything else they do. It's ridiculous. They're that low. They are literally that low, folks. How low can they go? Just hide and watch. Wait and watch. They're so low that they're hiding the fact that the LGBT crowd it's basically a percentage of deranged people, mentally deranged, mental illness, however you want to put it. Not normal, and then holding them up as normal, saying they're a serious and contributing percentage of the population, that blah, blah, blah. That's how low they're going, folks. That is truly how low they're going to go. So the question I have for you at this point is, how much lower can they go? How much lower can they go? Back 20 plus years ago, Tom DeLay, former, I believe, Speaker of the House or Minority Whip. Anyways, he was a big shot in the Republican Congress. He resigned, and he said, look, they're going to try and do a number of things in the next few years. And I was thinking, what the fuck is Tom DeLay talking about? Congressman out of Texas. I was never a huge Tom DeLay fan, but when he said this, I thought, why did he resign? And then why is he giving this message out now? And he talked about the long-term agenda of Washington, D.C. And I say Washington, D.C., not just the Democrats, but all of Washington, D.C., because that includes the Supreme Court, it includes Congress, it includes the bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is now a political animal. It is not nonpartisan. Just take a look at Trump's cases, if you will. Listen to the media. Tell me how nonpartisan the bureaucracy is. Every CIA, FBI, NSA, DHS, IRS, CDC, NHS. You listen to any of those people on TV, and they sound just like Democrats, because they are. Anyways, Tom DeLay said all manner of wickedness is going to be coming in, being promoted as normal. How low can they go, we ask? Well, one of the most, just the most stunning, in-your-face things that did come true from his speech, and perhaps I should look up what Tom DeLay was talking about. But he said, hey, they're going to try and normalize pedophilia. They're going to try and normalize pedophilia. This is over 20 years ago, and I thought, what the hell is he talking about? How low can they go, folks? He's absolutely right. They've been trying it for a couple of years now. And I brought this point up a couple of times that Tom DeLay talked about it. How low can they go? If they're willing now to push pedophilia, How low can they go, folks? Let me push this at you. Let me throw this at you. We're cutting all of the farming down. Look, they will be feeding us to each other. That's right. They'll be feeding people to people. Expect it, folks. It's coming. How low can they go? Lie, cheat, steal, murder. How low can they go? Oh, does that sound like Washington and the CDC and the CIA and the FBI? This kind of sounds like the shit they do, doesn't it? How low can they go?
The darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!